First on the list, I have Troy Holmes. Welcome.
Good evening, and thank you to the Mayor and Board of Trustees for this opportunity to speak tonight. I'd like to begin by advocating for the proposed ordinance that would establish filming regulations here in Flossmoor. As someone who works behind the scenes in the film industry, I can personally attest to the importance of clear and thoughtful guidelines. These regulations not only protect our residents and local businesses, but they also send a message that Flossmoor is open and ready to welcome film projects in our community.
The Holmeses are taking the podium tonight. Good evening, Mayor Nelson, Flossmoor Board of Trustees, and of course our village clerk. And a very special thank you to both Trustee Jenny Bradley Scott and Trustee Brian Driscoll for your service to the Flossmoor community. This evening you'll be considering an ordinance to formally open up Flossmoor to film production. I'm honored to have been part of the vetting process along with some other Flossmoor residents that are in various sectors of the film industry. I'm a Ballantrae Flossmoor resident, and I've worked in the film industry for the last 22 years. And for 12 of those years, my husband, Troy, and I have owned the largest minority and gay-owned commercial production company in the state of Illinois. So as noted at Governor Pritzker's press conference last week, the film industry in 2024 accounted for over $653 million in collective revenue for the state of Illinois. This is the second highest record of revenue reported by the state, and that number continues to grow as the industry continues to bounce back from strikes that were felt nationwide. At the last Flossmoor Village Board meeting, Trustee Lofton noted the need for an economic development commission. Counting the film industry could and should be one of the pillars of economic development as we look at the future of Flossmoor. When a film production company comes into town, not only do we purchase film permits, but the impact financially on a community is significant. We pay for parking spaces, catering, craft services, D's Cookies if you're me, and more D's Cookies and more D's Cookies. They've literally gone on a road show with me as I've traveled around the country filming. Hotels for overnight stays if needed, food for the crews from local grocery stores, props may get purchased from local businesses, and perhaps in a last minute pinch, a wardrobe stylist may be running to Meyer or Gypsy Fix because a client or someone doesn't like the wardrobe and wants a pop of color. So in addition, many municipalities have local payroll taxes that come from the wages of the crews working in their municipality. We subsidize police and fire department costs if needed for road closures, traffic rerouting, or perhaps the use of a village-owned vacant lot that we could use as base camps for trucks or cars to not overwhelm neighbors during the time that we're filming at a specific home, on a street, or a business. So the possibilities are unlimited on ways that we can create revenue for the village. Historically, we, the Chicago film industry, have relied on flexible villages like Oak Park, River Forest, Elmhurst, Evanston, to carry on the suburban load for what we consider aspirational homes with beautiful, mature, tree-lined streets. Well, there's nothing in these communities that are as beautiful as what Flossmoor has to offer. We have unique architecture to be celebrated, our quaint all-American downtown, golf course options, and plenty of green space. So the versatility of looks is undeniably available here. Although the application is available and that is great as a first step, I'd like to see Flossmoor share with the industry at large that we are open for film business. We want to publicize in local film trade publications, film not-for-profits, and with lobbyist organizations like the Illinois Production Alliance, the Association of Independent Commercial Producers, the newly formed Flossmoor Art Council, Illinois Film Office, alongside our local 600 camera labor union, our IATSE Local 476, and the Directors Guild of America. Since I sit on many of these boards, it would be very easy to facilitate an informational roadshow to better inform the mayor and the board of trustees. It might be more effective working alongside the Southland COGS to ensure all layers of local government understand the process and impact. We also have the luxury of having the head Chicago Fire location manager, Mono Wilborn, who is also a resident of Ballantrae here in Flossmoor as a resident. On behalf of the film industry, we thank you for your willingness to support art, union labor, and great initiatives for women and minorities that are tied to our amazing Illinois film tax incentives to increase business in the state. Illinois is unapologetically committed to making sure that women and minorities are represented in the film industry. They do not create excuses for why they cannot have diverse crews and businesses. They incentivize it by being an example of the change that they want to see. It should be a model for any government entity. If we build it correctly here in Flossmoor, understanding the needs of producers and location managers for film, they will come. We want to create an ordinance that lives beyond one administration, but is a roadmap for positive storytelling experiences in Flossmoor for years to come. Thank you.